President Chakwera set to launch the construction of the Malawi Housing Corporation headquarters at Area 20 and later preside over the National Housing Symposium 2024 in Lilongwe today. Vice President Dr. Michael Osi reiterates that NIF loans are for all Malawians regardless of their political affiliations. And FCB Nyasa Big Bullets sails through to the quarterfinals of the FDH Cup after defeating Maite Mukuru Wanderers by 2-1 at Kamuzu Stadium in Blantyre. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera will this morning launch the construction of the Malawi Housing Corporation headquarters at Area 20 and preside over the National Housing Symposium 2024 at the Bingu International Convention Center, BICC, in Lilongwe. The Office of the President and Cabinet says the President will arrive at the first venue anytime from now. Vice President Dr. Michael Osi has reiterated that NIF loans are for all Malawians regardless of their political affiliations. Dr. Osi was speaking at Migowi Trading Center in Palombe District. Dr. Osi said government is keen to see small-scale businesses thriving and at the same time youth being empowered through the loans. Dr. Osi said similarly, food aid should not be politicized as it is for the benefit of all hunger-stricken households.
The key message that the people in Palombe here, they should adhere to principles of development. For example, the NIF loans, when they get the loans, they should repair. Because if they don't repair, they injure others that would have gotten the money for the same. We also talked about the need for the youth to continue in school, because if they don't, they become pregnant, the girls, and then we have so many children who are not cared for by their fathers, so we should reduce it. We also talked about traditional songs or traditional dances, that they should not be a tool that leads the youth into distraction, but rather for development. So it was all to do with the Lomwe tribe, because I've grown up in this tribe and I know. So it was not just something that I have read or heard, but also something that I've lived in. So I was communicating with my own people.
Prior to the rally, Dr. Osi held meetings with chiefs in Palombe at Paramount Chief Kaduya's headquarters. He underscored the importance of chiefs in the development process.
They are custodians of culture. And in cultural development anthropology, we say any development that is not taking into account the feelings, the opinion, the thinking of the people themselves is not relevant. So you need to engage the people themselves so that you capture their voices and they should tell you exactly what they need. You may come here and say, okay, let's build a hospital here. What they need is not a hospital. Maybe they need a bridge. So you need to engage them. So the chiefs are the mouthpieces, because they are the custodians of the people and of the culture. Well, I did say this government led by Dr. Lazarus Chakwera does not want to segregate anybody about it. We don't want to say this one is DPP, don't give him. This one is UDF, don't give him. Everybody who is a Malawian and is in need should be saved. Should be saved because we believe in servant leadership.
Minister of Water and Sanitation, who is also Member of Parliament for Chikwawa Mkombezi constituency, Abida Mia, says government is committed to ensure that water development projects are spread throughout the country. The minister was speaking when touring newly constructed boreholes in the constituency. Tauson Magombo has compiled this report, read by Yolin Chimoyo.
During the tour, the Minister of Water and Sanitation, Abida Mia, visited Impoza as well as Vize, one villages, where new boreholes have been drilled with support from developing partners. The boreholes are expected to provide a reliable source of clean water for thousands of residents in the area, alleviating the burden of water scarcity and improving overall health and well-being. The minister also distributed spare parts to facilitate repair works on broken boreholes. Speaking at village headman Mpoza's ground, Mia urged communities to support President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera's vision to develop the country.
Just trying to move forward with the SDGs. That's what His Excellency the President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera would like us to do. That's why he had increased the CDF to 200 million. We also have a water fund, which we use for water development in the constituency. You can use it for any type of water development, whether it's piped water or boreholes, it's up to you. So we just like to appreciate that gesture because it makes a big difference within the constituencies, and we're able to do a lot of development for them within that period that we stand as MPs.
On the other hand, Senior Chief Ngabu of Dziko commended the minister's efforts in expediting project implementation in the constituency, saying this will bring relief and opportunities to the communities.
On behalf of the chairpersons of the borehole committees and on behalf of the chiefs around where the communities have come from, I am very happy and very thankful to the minister for providing us with these materials, and they are going to, the boreholes are going to function again because of the availability of these items.
The tour was attended by local officials, community leaders, as well as residents.
The Public Service Pension Trust Fund has grown from 4 billion kwacha on its inception in 2017 to 349 billion kwacha presently. Director of Economic Planning and Development in the Ministry of Finance, Adwo Zembere, said the growth demonstrates government's commitment to ensuring that public servants lead a decent life after retiring. Zembere made the remarks when PSTF was launching its strategic plan. We have more in this report by McDonald Chuayula.
The Public Service Pension Trust Fund is said to be growing substantially from 4 billion in 2017 to 349 billion this year. A Development Director of Economic Planning and Development in the Ministry of Finance, Adwo Zembere, described as total commitment on the part of government to ensure civil servants retire and access their pension money without facing challenges. Zembere made the remarks when recently the Public Service Pension Trust Fund was launching a strategic plan. He is of the view that Public Service Pension Trust Fund is on good footing.
The Pension Act has really helped us as government to kind of take out the pressure from us. Because you see what was happening before, government was supposed to be paying these pensioners every time. But now with the creation of this fund, it will be the fund that will be paying the pensioners in the coming years. So you can see that this is a relief to government. So we are committed to ensure that this works.
In his remarks, Board Chairperson of Public Service Pension Trust Fund, James Kumwenda, expressed pride in the fund's achievements and future plans. He noted that the fund's success in financial management and growth is ensuring sustainable returns.
We do not just invest anyhow. Currently, we are mostly in the financial markets. We have the securities, the government securities, the equities, but we're also allowed to invest in property and any other alternative investments. As we speak now, apart from the financial markets, I can mention that we are investing in other alternative investments such as the macadamia farms.
The Public Service Pension Trust Fund has also launched its 2023-2027 strategic plan, marking a significant milestone in securing the financial future of Malawi's public servants. McDonald Chuayura, MBC News, Lilongwe.
Mash Malawi Limited, an insurance broker company, in collaboration with the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, Totma, has donated relief items worth 15 million kwacha to 500 households in Chisi district. MASH is responding to food insecurity caused by dry spells, as highlighted highlighted by Totma in the district. Yamikani Makanga has compiled a report read by Paul Mloga.
Earlier this year, Nkhani district experienced severe drought due to climate change, leading to poor harvests and threatening food security for over 12,000 households. In response, MASH stepped in to support around 500 families by donating food items worth 15 million kwacha, aiming to alleviate the immediate impacts of the crisis. Hudson Kantwanje, head of finance and administration at MASH Malawi, emphasized the company's commitment to supporting communities affected by climate change.
This donation, we are trying to give back to the people, the community that supports us in terms of our business. So we engaged Totma here to check the areas where they are affected by the El Nino. So Totma told us that in this area in Vusojere village, they were heavily affected, and as MASH, as a corporate citizen, we thought it wise that we should come and help them using the profits that we earn from the people. So we are giving out this donation to about 500 people in this area.
Ronnie Kangamwa, Disaster Risk Management Officer at Nkhani District Council and representing the Department of Disaster Management Affairs Totma, expressed gratitude for the timely donation, which will help part of the 12,000 people and households affected by dry spells in the area. She further urged other stakeholders and well-wishers to join in supporting the community.
It's actually very significant and we're very appreciative because for TA Vusojere, this is the area that we're supporting. During the lean season, we had a lot of people that were in need. So this donation will actually go to the needy and it will actually alleviate them from some of the basic problems that they were facing. Right now, a lot of people are in need of food. As we are all aware, with this El Nino season, a lot of households were not able to actually harvest the lot that they usually do. For other companies that can manage, we are seeking for more assistance because Nkhani has a lot of people that are in need, and it's not just this part of Nkhani that is food insecure. So if there are other companies that would be willing to join hands with the government to help us with some food items, would be very appreciative as a district.
The relief items, which include maize flour, sugar, soap and cooking oil, are aimed at addressing the immediate needs of the affected households, providing much needed support as they navigate the harsh impacts of the drought.
You're watching MBC News with me, Mphatso Tebulo. Remember, you can access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. The headlines once again. President Chakwera set to launch the construction of the Malawi Housing Corporation headquarters at Area 20 and later preside over the National Housing Symposium 2024 in Lilongwe today. Vice President Dr. Michael Usi reiterates that NIF loans are for all Malawians regardless of their political affiliations. And FCB Nyasa Big Bullets sails through to the quarterfinals of the FDH Cup after defeating Maite Mukuru Wanderers by 2-1 at Kamuzu Stadium in Blantyre. Welcome back. The Catholic Church at St. Mary's Mzama Parish in Cheo has launched celebrations marking 125 years since its inauguration by the Montfort Fathers. Speaking at the launching ceremony, leaders of the parish said the celebration, which will reach its climax in 2026, will involve all members of the Catholic Church in the country because they are commemorating development activities that began with the first Catholic missionaries to arrive in the country. Arthur Chokoto has the story.
The Montfort Fathers Catholic missionaries first arrived in Malawi on 25 July 1901, and their initial stopping point was Nzama in the area of Chief Mpando in Cheu district, where they established a church. The parish they instituted, St. Mary's Nzama Parish, is this year commemorating 123 years of existence. The beginning of the parish brought several developments such as irrigation farming, education and entrepreneurship. Father Innocent Kanyumbu is parish priest for St. Mary's Nzama.
The Montfort missionaries shared a lot with us. The irrigation project is very, very important to the people living around this parish. In 1902, on the 2nd of February, the Montfort missionaries started a primary school, the first primary school, Catholic primary school in Malawi. And so it was called Nzama University. In addition to that, a clinic and social work allowed.
According to catechist for St. Mary's Nzama Parish, Maxwell Chikafa, the church is putting effort on preserving history as well as renovating its structures.
For sure, this place is very preserved. People can know more about the Catholic Church because of this ceremony and because of this parish. So, everybody of this parish is able to teach to everybody in the country, elsewhere, through this ceremony.
Guests from St. Joseph Parish of Iowa in the United States of America also attended the launch of the Jubilee celebrations and commended St. Mary's Nzama Parish for its contribution in preserving the Catholic religion. Arthur Chokoto, MBC News, Ncheu.
Ngoni chiefs Inkosi Yamakosi Mbera 5 and Inkosi Gomani 5 have stressed the need for coexistence and collaboration in the conservation and restoration of natural resources to mitigate the impact of climate change in the country. They made the call at the end of a fundraising golf tournament organized by the Mzimba Heritage Association to raise funds for this year's Umteto Cultural Festival to be held from August 1st to 3rd at Hora Mountain in Mzimba district. We have a report.
According to the Mzimba Heritage Association, this year's festival will be unique because apart from celebrating their cultural richness, they will be also celebrating 10 years of leadership of Inkosi Yamakosi Mbera 5. The organizers have also placed climate change at the heart of this year's celebrations, mainly to highlight the importance of collaboration in the conservation and restoration of natural resources in the country. Inkosi Goman 5 of Masegongoni said that although they are still mourning the departed soul of former Vice President Dr. Saulos Chilima, the Masegongoni will join their brothers and sisters at Hola Mountain not only to cement their oneness but also to celebrate 10 years of leadership of Inkosi Yamakosi Mbera 5.
You know, culture is important. Culture acts as a moral compass for everyone, and culture also provides an identity, not only for particular people but also for everyone in general. So this is something that is commendable, and being myself, Inkosi Yamakosi Gomani, being that Inkosi Yamakosi Mbera is my brother,
may I invite the front?
One of the organizers of the golf tournament, Vizenge Kumwenda, thanked various companies and individuals for supporting the tournament in cash and in kind.
The Mteto golf has been very, very successful. The success has been measured in terms of how much money we've raised, because this was a fundraising golf. Our target was to raise 5 million, but we've raised more than 12 million kwacha. So on that basis, it was very, very successful. And you know, just to also mention that we had the Inkosi Yamakosi Mbera 5 from Zimba, who was accompanied by his brother.
Ngoni Kings from Zambia, Tanzania, Zimbabwe and South Africa, including King Mesuzulu Zwelitin, are expected to attend the festival in Nzimba. At the end of the tournament, a team of Stafford Mpola and Pawe Nkutabasa emerged champions of the golf tournament. The theme for the festival this year is Uniting Against Climate Change under the decade of His Majesty Mbera 5. Yamigani Simtowe, MBC.
The body of late Major General Baxton Titus Namwali retired, has been laid to rest at his home village in Choro district. The late Major General Namwali, retired, died last Wednesday after a short illness. We have a report by Geoffrey Chinawa.
Representing the Army Commander Paul Verantino period at the funeral, Commander for Maritime Forces Major General Francis Kakutabanda described late Major General Paxton Titus Namwali as a dedicated soldier who served his country diligently. Kakutabanda said the retired Major General was instrumental in mentoring of officers in the Malawi Defense Force.
Says that the Malawi Defense Force has lost a great man, has lost a great general who has done a lot for this country. Major General Namwali, retired, now late, as I've said, is a great man. He was one of the few officers who were actually commissioned as officers in the 1962. From the history, actually, you can appreciate that it would be among the first four. Actually, it was a very good and great achievement. And true, he was one of the members of CELOM, at first, which is the Commonwealth Ex-Service League of Malawi. For a very long time, actually, he was the president of CELOM, which is basically looking at the welfare of retired soldiers, that actually their welfare should be up to date and should be looked after.
Taking his turn, retired Army General Commander Henry Odilo said late Major General Namwali was crucial in setting up of Veterans and Ex-Service League of Malawi, which looks after the welfare of retired soldiers. In his eulogy, first-born son for late Major General Paxton Titus Namwali, Mphatso Namwali, said their father instilled a spirit of hard-working and unity in his children.
I remember my father as a faithful husband, a loving father to his children, family and friends, and also a hard-working man, a royal man when it comes to work, and also dedicated his life to doing what was best, justifiable, and also very high standard performances in everything that he did in his life.
Born in 1938, late Major General Paxton Titus Namwali joined the then Malawi Army in 1963, and he rose through the ranks to Major General in 1976 before his retirement in 1978. He is survived by a wife and 6 children.
Now in sports, FCB Nyasa Big Bullets are through to the FDH Bank quarterfinals after a 2-1 win over rivals Mighty Mukuru Wanderers in a round of 16 fixture at Kamuzu Stadium. Adepoju Babatunde scored the brace, while Tajong Sama scored a consolation goal for Nomads. Amin Musa has the details.
Bullets scored their first goal in the first minute of the game through Nigerian striker Adepoju Babatunde, and on 26th minute he doubled the defending champions' lead following a precious pass from Max Augustine. The first half favored the People's team with a 2-0 lead despite losing possession to their rivals in the entire half. Wanderers pulled one back through Cameroonian substitute Tajong Sama on 85th minute, but that was already too late as they missed a couple of scoring opportunities, and it ended 2-1 in favor of the Reds. Bullets will face Civil Service United in quarter-final stage. Elsewhere, Karonga United have also booked their quarter-final slot after edging Premier Bet the Dynamos 10-9 on post-match penalties following a goalless draw in regular time at Karonga Stadium, and they'll face Mafco in their quarter-final fixture. Following a quarter-final draw held on half-time at Kamuzu Stadium, Baka City will face Blue Eagles, while Lube Masters will play Moyale Barracks. 2 Premier Division sides, Blue Eagles and Lube Masters, are the only lower league clubs who have cruised to the quarter-final stage from 16 lower league clubs who qualified to the national stage. And in TNM Super League, Silver Strikers have finished first round undefeated following a goalless draw with Moyale Barracks at Mzuzu Stadium. The Bankers have now opened a 12 points gap against second-placed Mighty Mukuru Wanderers, who have a game in hand. Amin Musa, NBC Sport, Blantyre.
And that item wraps up this edition of NBC News. A reminder of our top stories. President Chakwera set to launch the construction of the Malawi Housing Corporation headquarters at Area 20 and later preside over the National Housing Symposium 2024 in Lilongwe today. Vice President Dr. Michael Usi reiterates that NIF loans are for all Malawians regardless of their political affiliations. And FCB Nyasa Big Bullets sails through to the quarterfinals of the FDH Cup after defeating Mighty Mukuru Wanderers by 2-1 at Kamuzu Stadium in Blantyre. For more on these and other stories, follow our online platforms, Facebook, X, and our website, mbc.mw. You can also access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. I am Hatso Tebulo on behalf of the entire news team. Thanks for watching and good morning.